Sorry, I'm recording now. So if I go for employee, I just missed it, I think. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, after like a restarting, like, yeah. Okay, sorry. So yeah, if I go for a detail, you'll see the fields also get created and the employee object gets created. But only thing is that you won't see the tabs. So again, go and create a one tab for that. So tab. I think it's get created. Yeah. So the tab already available. Now look at like over here. It's not included into the app, but it's available over here. Yeah, it may like a support only on classic, but that's fine. So if I just open it, see here, you can see there are 3 records. But at the moment, by default, the employee field is a record ID because it's system generated. That's why like employee as an ID, you will get it by default. The default field is the text field. It's an ID. It's generated like by systems. This ID generated by the system and it get populated. So this field, like again, it's a system generated fields. If you don't like, we can go and delete only this field. So these are all the different ways you can create an object. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete this object as well. Let's create again one more time proper way. So let's quickly go and do that. So now you guys know like there are different ways of creating the object, but out of that, the best way is that using the create object manager options. So let me delete this and we'll come back again. So good. Now I'm going to create objects. So from this object manager, this is a, again, most of the time we will use this option. So let's use the same approach. So here I will say employee name as a text, all reports, all activity, all. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to select these options so that immediately it will give me the creation of tab options. So now if I save this, see it will, the system will take me to the creating of the tab options. If you didn't check the last checkbox, you have to go and search for a tab and you have to create it manually. So just I put that and descriptions, employee info, and on, and include only my HR applications. Save. I'm done. Okay, now we don't have any fields except the name. Now if I go and refresh it, still like it's not getting. So my goodness. Okay, 1 second. So if I go for a different app like a sales, and I will switch back to the employee again. No, still is not up here, but just wait for like a few more minutes. Employee, yeah, it's not up here, but I clicked on it, but it will come automatically. Now if you create a new employee, see, you will have only one field. So let's say John. Still like it's taking like a old, you will see, you can see like all the fields, but again, we didn't create all these fields. This is coming from the previous cookies from the browsers, I would say. So I'm going to just, yeah, now this is our object. Yes, now the tab is up here, and if you open this, you have only one field. Okay, so sometimes like the browser cookies will catch like the information and keep it. Okay, now we have only one field. Now let's create a other fields. So how do we create like a remaining fields? So based on our configuration workbook, we have like a multiple fields here: name, email, employee code. So how do we create that? So to do that, what you can do, simply you can go for edit object. Either you can do edit object or go to setup, navigate to object manager and search for the employee object. Yeah, this is the employee detail page, object detail page, I would say. Click on the fields and relationship. From here, you can create a new fields. You will see. Now, these are all the different data type, which we need to go through it now. Okay. First one, auto number. Let's go through it. Not selected is not a data type. It's just an options. Okay. So first data type is auto number. So for all the data type, I put a different Excel sheets. So there is a Excel sheet. You can refer that Excel sheet. So now if I open that, see here, these are all the reference sheets. So these are all the different data types. I put it over here. You can go through it later stage. Basically, auto number, it's a system generated number and it cannot be edited. It's a read only field. And the syntax will be text hyphen digits. So I will go back to the Salesforce. I selected auto number. Next, I would say employee code or employee ID. The display format is EMP-00. So if I put a 1, what will happen? It will start EMP-001, EMP-0002. Like it will come like that. The first number will be 001, second number 002, EMP-001, 002. If you don't like that, simply put a 0. So it will come EMP1, EMP2, EMP3. It won't add like a 00 in the first. Yeah, up to us, like we can define it. So if I put like this, it will start with EMP-0001, EMP-0002. If you enter like a next employee, it will 002. Next employee 003. It will come like that. And the starting number, you can define it. So it start with 1 or start with the 10 or start with the 20. You can put any number. And if you check the checkbox, if you already have a record, already we have only one record, I believe. Yeah. What will happen? It will generate the number automatically for the existing record as well. If you check the checkbox. If you check the checkbox, it will generate the number for existing record as well. And this is the API name and descriptions. This field is used to refer a reference. Employee code, yeah, whatever it is, just put like some descriptions. And do you want to add this field as an external ID? So this basically, what is the purpose of the external ID means? If you are trying to access the external systems, so let's say like if you are accessing from the external systems, if you want to upload it, so you are uploading the data from the external system into Salesforce. So at that time, you can use this employee code as an identifier, and you can identify the Salesforce record based on this identifier, and you can update it. Either if the employee already exists, based on this employee code, you can identify. That's why we call it as an external ID. Basically, from external system, we'll identify the Salesforce record, John record, like or any of the existing record based on this code. So based on this field, basically. At the moment, I don't want, just ignore it. And this is the field level security. Are we going to allow this field, this employee code field, which are all the users? By default, I'm going to give like all the users. But again, if you don't want to share it with the users, you can ignore it. Like, yeah, if you don't want to share it, like they don't want to view it, just untick this. But I'm going to share it with all the profile at the moment. Let it be. And add it to the page layout. Yes. And save. So depends on the record, it may take some more time. So because, yeah, how many records you have it. Now I'm going to refresh it. Yeah, see here, the number gets generated automatically. Now if you create a new record, let's say I'm creating a new record, Peter. See, the number gets generated automatically. Yeah, so like that, the format, you can have a auto number format, either text, the syntax will be, so let's say like just I'm putting testing, the syntax will be either employee like this, or even you can go for like this as well, DDMMYY. So DD means it will take current date, current month, and current year, and then some number. You can provide like this also. This is also one of the format. So whenever if you create an employee, I will just create a testing code. Just for your reference, I will just create this one. Then you see how it's appear. This is a different format basically. Okay, and one more thing, whenever if you create a custom object or custom fields, you will see the double underscore C will involve automatically because it's a custom. It is created by user. That's why like they added like a double underscore C automatically on the API names. Even in the object, in the employee, you will see there is a double underscore C, which means it's created by the user. It's a custom field. It's created by the users. Yeah. Now if I look at that field, still that field is not up here. Just wait for, yeah, it's up here now. See here, 11/11/2020 and 002. This is the employee code, and this is the date, month, year. Yeah, the format you can define like how do you want, or if you don't want a date, you can remove the date. Only you use month, year, and the number. Up to you. You can go and define it. So this is the syntax of auto numbers. So auto number you can go and put like this. So text, digit. It could be a text and digit, and this digit maximum can be a 10 digit, not more than that. Maximum number of digit. This digit is maximum. You can have a 10 0, not more than that. 0000 like that. Maximum 10 digit. Total length of this entire character limit is 30. You cannot have more than 30 characters. So let's say like you are putting like a employee something like a blah blah, and then you are putting like a 0 0 0 0. So total length of the character is 30, but only this number character is maximum you can have 10. So yeah. So these are all limitation. You may need to aware of it. Maybe like not a interview exam questions. Maybe like yeah, during the interview they may ask like yeah. Just remember this. But this is not an exam question. So yeah. Okay. So I think like that is for auto number data type. Let's go for like another data type, which is formula, rollup, lookup, master, external. This 5 field, we will come back to this later stage. Now move on to the next one, checkbox. These 5 fields we will discuss it later, but let's move on to the checkbox. So now basically checkbox is true or false. So let's say active or not is active. Just I'm going to create a one field is active. What is the default value? You want to check the default or unchecked? So by default checked for all employees. Okay. It may take like some more time will appear over here, but we will keep on going like other fields. And currency, maybe like annual income. So checkboxes basically it's true or false. Currency, it will appear currency symbol. Beside the field, you will get a currency symbol. So let's say like annual income. And here, the total length of this and decimal. Total length of this length and decimal is 18 digit. You can have like a 16 digit of whole number and the decimal place is 2. So total how much? 18. It will be okay. But if you are using 18 here and 2 here, it will throw an error message. See here, the sum of the length and decimal places must be integer less than or equal to 18. So sum of these two will be 18. Okay, always remember. You can have less than anything. So let's say here I need a 10 digit, here just 2 digit, total 12. It will be fine. The maximum is 18. Yeah. So save a new and the date. I would say date of birth. And see here, this is a field name. The field label and the field name, it won't accept any special character. It will accept only underscore. it won't accept any special character. Here you can have any special character, let's say like a symbol or a, whatever it is, like any special character it will accept. But this one, it won't accept any special character. So it will throw an error message. If you type it, it will throw an error message. Not even space. It won't accept space also. It will accept only underscore, nothing else. Yeah. So that one you have to remember that. For across all the API names, it won't accept any special character except underscore. And one more thing, here itself there is a required field. If we make it as a required, we call it as a global required field. Globally, it's a mandatory field. So user must enter the value. Without entering this value, they cannot save it. It's a global mandatory field. So I would say no to that. And description, just to identify the fields. The help text, it's a small icon, which I'll show you. Please enter the date of birth. I would like to create a new fields. Just give me a second. It's not like the fields are not appear. Just maybe because of the cookies. I'm going back to the classic and coming back. Yeah, now you'll see. So this is the help text. You'll see the help text. Whatever if you're typing in the help text, it will appear over here like this. If it's a mandatory, you will have a red color mark here. The field itself, you will have a red color mark. Okay. So you can see like a different fields. So like this, the auto number field, employee code and testing code. Yeah, this is a system generated number field. We cannot edit it. So once if we save this, the system will generate. So let's say like a William active. By default, it's ticked. That's why like active. Annual revenue or something. And date of birth, I will go and put like whatever the dates. Yeah. See, it gets generated automatically and all these informations. Okay. I think let's stop today. Remaining data type we'll go through it tomorrow, not an issue. And tomorrow we will finish like all other data types, including like a roll-up summary field and other stuff. And let's see. Yeah, because already time is 16. So yeah, maybe like I don't want to eat up you guys the time. Okay. So I think yeah, we will stop today. I will stop recording.